Okay, so today is actually Sunday, you guys. And I have completed my weekend work week. So I am ending it off. I did want to chat with you guys for just a bit to let you guys know because there are some days missing. So I'm combining last week and this week's work week in my life in one. But I fell off this week because it was a lot adjusting this week. I want to make sure that I say this in a way that you guys can, I'm effectively communicating and not just throwing crap out there. But this week was really hard. This adjustment week was really hard. When you come from the work background that I have been in, where you have dealt with like toxic people, toxic work environments, feeling that you don't belong, feeling inadequate, those type of things, you tend to be able to, once you know what it is, you then can start identifying like, oh, I don't like that. Ooh, this is little red flag. So that's the vibe that I got from my new attorney. And this week adjusting to a new venue and new files was very hard. This week I felt panic for the first time in a very long time, because I feel like I'm starting back at one. Like, and literally, just to give some context, I literally, the day that I transferred, the 20th, that was my first day in house counsel last year. So I literally, like, 1 year over there, and at my 1 year mark, I'm starting still in house counsel, different part of the state. And I feel like I'm just back at step one, where I'm, learning the venue, learning how things work within the courts, learning the judges and these different judges and procedures, learning, these a different set of adjusters and things like that. And I was literally like just comfortable. I was comfortable, and this week I felt panic. I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like what I was hearing when I was asking questions, and I wasn't feeling the flow of how work was presenting itself and the working relationship that I have. So I'm just gonna be honest, I have not felt like this since my FedEx days, when I was turned down for a promotion, and I felt so uncomfortable there and made up in my mind, girl, you forgot this is not your end goal. Don't you trip on this. Go back to school. Don't matter how you got to get there, finish, and let's get to the next step of where we want to be. And that is how I felt. I felt so uncomfortable, so unsure, so like, what is going on? Why is this so drastically different? That's how I felt. So I know for a while I have been struggling, and I've kind of talked about it a little. Well, I ain't been back that long, but I have been struggling for a while now, so I'm sure I have talked about it. But anyways, I've been struggling with making a decision about my next steps because I don't want to make a bad one. I don't want to waste time, because I am like living and walking and learning through bad decisions of my past. I am like terrified, like not terrified, but it might as well be terror, because I am now in a place where I cannot make a decision. Like, I'm just like, I need to stay right here because this is safe. I already know what to expect here. Like, I'm no longer adventurous enough to try something else. And that's not like me. But the unsurety, the unknown, like all scary things, right? So for the first time in a very, very long time, I got that feeling that I did the day that I made up in my mind I was going back to school to keep pushing towards what I want out of life. And that's how I felt all week. And it was very overwhelming on top of having my 3-year-old nephew. It was very overwhelming. It was very hard. And so now I have to navigate my new work landscape, and I don't know. I'm gonna, of course, be honest with you guys, update you guys. It just feels like this move to this new part, I'm going backwards. I'm not moving forwards. And on top of me feeling uncomfortable, I feel like it's time. This paralegal life is not my end goal. I like being a paralegal. I love being in the legal field, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't keep, you know, putting information out there, etc. I really do love it. I really do have a passion of it. But it's not what I want as my end goal. And this week reminded me, you need to get going where you need to go, honey. You've been here too long. So you've been in this space, not necessarily this job, but I've been in this space too long. I've been in a space where I'm not working towards my passions and my goals and where I want to be. And this week brought that back, and I'm going to tell you guys that feeling, not great, okay? It was not it. It was like, oh no. And I literally had a flashback. Like I was trying to explain to my mom, and I can see how that day played out. I remember everything, and I remember saying, fuck these people, excuse my language, and F this. I'm about to boss up on you. And that's what I did. I took advantage of the work of the that's what I did. I took advantage of the tuition reimbursement, took my little behind back to school, got another job, did what I needed to do, and finished. And I feel like I had that same feeling now. I've just been scared to move on anything because so much is happening in the world. So much I've been going through so much personally that isn't even necessarily happening to me. It's just happening around me. So it's just like, I got to get back motivated. I got to get back to pushing and pursuing to my end goal. But that was very tough. On top of that, dealing with like character quirks of different people that I don't necessarily agree with, or it's like past my boundaries. But you don't know, like, I don't know how to communicate with this person yet to be like, hey, you calling me in the middle of the workday when you see that I'm active on Teams? No. So those kind of things. So, yeah, this week was hard. It was tough. It was tough. On top of having my nephew on my first week. I probably shouldn't have got my nephew, but it's just our regular routine. So of course I did. But you know, my mama's out there and people that babysit until, age 3 is that age where you learn how to multitask when you have a 3-year-old. You know what you type it in, look, don't put that in your mouth. Don't jump off of that. Don't you try that. That's not a good idea. You're gonna hurt yourself. That's how it was. So dealing with the changes and with my nephew, it just did not, it didn't mix well. But this week I'm going full-fledged into the good thing with working from home and not being in an office environment is I can control my atmosphere. I can control my environment. And the good thing about how our house counsel office works, I'm not saying that I can like shut him out, get my work done and move on, but it'll be easier for me to keep it professional, basic respect, and not have to have the relationship part of it. You know what I mean? We don't have to have like an interpersonal relationship, like, oh, I know his daughter is turning whatever. We don't need all that. We're not going to be that. I already can tell, like, it's not going to be that, because it's not going to be that. And that's okay. It's not what I'm used to at this point, but that is okay. I know how to move going forward. So it's just hard when you have an off dynamic. And I tell y'all this all the time. The relationship between paralegal and attorney, it has to be a good flowing one. It has to be symbiotic, because if it isn't, nobody's going to want to stay. Okay? But like I said, I like house counsel because that is not my boss. Okay? I work with him. I don't work for him. He is not above me or beneath me. Okay? So, that's easier. You know what I mean? To kind of change. But it's hard when, like, you know, if you guys don't mesh, or you can tell, like, this is already some, you know, like, it's just, it's not giving what I thought it was gonna give. And that can lead to you not wanting to go above and beyond, just simply going in, doing your job, which honestly, because this is not my end goal, I'm just gonna do the best at working and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It was hard though. It's hard. Because I worked so hard last year. So hard. And it was rewarded. I got a promotion. I got a great raise. Like, cool. But I don't know. I'm coming in as a star player, but the star is dimming out, I think. It's not dimming out. It's just like I don't see myself doing more to make, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that. It's just not going to give what it gave last year. I know that. I can feel it. So, anyways, what? Anyways, it was a tough week. And tomorrow is Monday, so I'll be starting the week all over again. The joys of working every day. So yeah, you guys be blessed, be well. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. So make sure to leave them for me and pray for me. I am going to put my best foot forward every day, period. I'm going to always make things easier and more effective, because that's just in my body. You know what I mean? I can't not half-ass do things because the stakes are high. You know what I mean? Like, in the legal environment, this is not customer service where you can just not call somebody back, not da da da, because the person, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not the same. So we'll see. Of course, you guys will be along for the ride. My camera is not focusing anymore. There we go. Of course, you guys will be along for the ride. But yeah, I am about to clean up. I really want to take a nap, but I feel like I only want to take a nap because I'm sad. Not because I'm tired, but maybe I am tired and sad. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. You guys be blessed, be well. I'll talk with you soon. Bye. Hey guys, rare appearance for me on a Monday. I am getting ready to take my lunch break. I need to run, and I'll have to look at this when I get back. Can't even pay attention good enough. Anyways, I'm running to UPS to do some Amazon returns. I have had an interesting morning, not at work. I'm coming into the week bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to go. All right, be right back, Lou. And of course, putting my best foot forward. And today, I feel like I had to kind of get like back to my handle on things. So I don't know what's going on with the lighting in here, but anyways, I'm gonna go run and do my Amazon returns, and I'll talk to you guys when I get back. All right, I don't think you guys can see me. That's better, but you guys are literally sitting on top of what I want to show you. So anyways, you guys know I got a new laptop, and I am still like, I don't want to say getting used to it, because it's an HP laptop, like it's not that deep. But I wanted to start taking it to my second job with me to get editing done, get things done on it. That was the point of the laptop, on top of my computer no longer being supported. But anyways, so I purchased this, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. Let me just make sure I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. It is an anti-peeping screen protector. We had these when I worked at FedEx. Our accounting department had them, and then people who dealt with like really personal information had them. And it basically, like, from a distance, you can't see anything on my screen unless you're up on top of my screen. So I purchased this. I think this was around $16 or so. And I'm gonna put it on my screen so I can get my stuff done uninterrupted. The next thing that I got is this. This sound broke. Oh Lord, let me look. Newer, for my OG YouTube girls. Y'all know about Newer. Newer is the popular, affordable. They were like the affordable ring light girls back when the YouTube girls first started getting monetized and started upping their looking for my scissors. My nephew. I thought those were my scissors. First started upping their video quality. They got the ring lights. You know, my OG YouTube girls know. And they're just they've stayed a trusted brand. My first ring light was from them, and it was super affordable. And my mother broke it and never replaced it, but they're still affordable. So, and I replaced it with a cheaper ring light. And girl, it did not compare. I didn't like it as much as I liked my newer one. So I'm rebuilding. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. So I got the, what is this? Let me get my phone and see what this is. I can't remember the inches. I got a smaller ring light, so when I'm like filming right there or doing the where I show you guys like me working, let me just see what this is called really quickly, how many inches this is anyway. It's 10 inches. So I got a 10-inch ring light, and it looks like this. And it also comes, and I love their tripods. They are so super sturdy. And this was like 20 something dollars, you guys. Super duper sturdy. So this is the tripod that it came with. Love their tripods. And then it came with all the phone accessories. A camera thing. That's cool. These, which I have a ton of now. This, which I'm not sure what this does, but I'll look into it. Another one of these. This is like the base part that you put you can screw your camera into. So I'm glad to get another one of those. And then this is remote control. So I got the little remote for the light. So yeah. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to start editing so that a video can go up this week. I will catch you guys. My camera is about to die anyway. My camera is about to die, but I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh, you guys. So, all right. Today is, of course, I have my sun hat on because I had to do some errands. And wait a minute. Whoa. So I wanted to pop in. It is the end of the work day. It is 4 o'clock on Wednesday. And today has been a day for me. I'm getting my footing a little bit better. So cool beans for that. My communication with my attorney is getting a little bit better. So cool to that. I said that I was coming in this week with a better attitude. I'm gonna put my best foot forward every day. That is what your girl has been doing, because that is what I always do. And hold on, I need to write down these NP dates. Hold on. On top of that, I had to have a discussion today. Back in November, I was tasked with locating our client. And we use a few different systems along with some popular ones that I'm sure you guys know, like LexisNexis. And this is the system that I got dinged on. And we pay for those searches. Most law firms do. I know LexisNexis, girl, this was back in the day. I'm sure with inflation it's went up. But back in the day, when you search in LexisNexis in a law firm, it was $1.29 per search. And there are other systems out there that do the same to help you locate people and find additional information so that you can, you know, in a law firm setting, you would use that to get information to subpoena, locate your client so that, you know, you can move the case forward, etc. I was tasked with locating our client. This case had been on the books for a couple of years at the point that I received it, and we still couldn't get in contact with that person. So I was tasked with doing it. So I asked, of course, in my nature, I'm like, hey, can somebody show me how to do this? And I was sent the directions on how to do it. And I'm going through it, and I was like, well, this person can't be, literally like nothing was coming up. So I'm like, this can't be no, you know what I mean? Like this person ain't like swept off the face of the earth, never had nothing, like nothing was coming up. So I was like, okay. So I searched myself because I'm like, okay, maybe I'm either doing something wrong. This is my first time using this system, etc. And 3 months later, I get a meeting between our department because of course, like it came up on the billing that I searched myself, which is a violation of our policy on permissible use. So today I got my fate. I'm on a 6-month verbal warning, which will fall off because I have a stellar. I've never had any issues in any department that I've been in. I don't have any issues with anybody on any front. So in any of that, I don't use my computer personally. I don't normally do that. It was just a misjudgment for me. So of course, I'm telling the truth. I'm like, girl, yes, I searched myself because da, 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 da. So my honesty, of course, you know, was very helpful because I didn't lie. I was like, yeah, I know exactly when I did that. It was like, I'm not even sure if you're gonna remember. I'm like, yeah, because it's the only time I use that thing, and I think that thing is broken. So anyways, I am on a verbal warning for 6 months, so I'm looking at the end of August. So Word to the wise, girl. Don't just be putting people in there. We don't normally use that, so I'm just like, okay. But they were charged the $2 and whatever the fee is for that search, so it is what it is. But that was my boo-boo. And it was just a misjudgment, because I'm sitting here like, there's no way, either I'm using this wrong or this person never existed. Because when I say nothing, and my old supervisor, she had a good point. She said, just trust that it works, whether it's pulling nothing, and if you don't get anything, then move on. So in my mind, you know, y'all know how I am. I'm like, we gotta find this. This should not be like this, da 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 da. So anywho, also today I have been dealing with the new CMOs for these counties that I am currently in, and they're just as confusing as the ones I come from. So that was not fun today. I have also been following up on records, and because of how people name things in here, I can't find nothing. Like, I'm literally having to start from scratch. And by scratch, I mean I have to go to the original NPMP file and search everything in our files to see if we have received them. So that is annoying. You know what I mean? So that's annoying. But so far it's going okay. I heard from my previous attorney, and he's just like, I'm trying to get you back. And I'm like, no, you're not gonna get me back. I already told you what it is. But he has reached out to check on me, which I super appreciate. And it's just encouraging and telling me to stay positive, which I am. Ain't nobody gonna stop my check, okay? I did have to have a moment today where I had to say to myself, girl, stop wallowing and stop being scared to make a decision. Okay? Stop being scared to make decisions, okay? Your faith is weak. Stand up. Okay? Have to stand up, because it is one of those, like, I am so pigeonholed and so scared. That's what it is. I have made decisions, and I'm sure people, you can relate to this, because I have made bad decisions, have seen the repercussions of those bad decisions in ways that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. And I know that's why I'm just like, now I'm like, I need to stay where I'm comfortable. I know this is fine. I know that I'm good. And so it is causing me to slack in areas that I should be taking courageous steps in, and it is causing me to second guess everything. So yeah, today I had after that meeting, I said, ooh, this is just like confirming what I said. Lord, if this is not my decision, not and not because like I got in trouble or anything like that. It was just one of those things where it was like, if you didn't think while I was waiting for this decision that I wasn't looking other places and being like, well, I thought this is where you wanted me to be, but apparently not, because this is like such a crazy misunderstanding. And it turned out fine. You know, I agree with the verbal warning. You know what I'm saying? And because I did it, you know, even though I didn't consciously, you know, it wasn't malicious or anything like that. But some people don't know me, and they don't know that. So anyways, it's 4:19. I'm about to wrap up what I have left, and then I'm going to be heading out. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Sometimes I don't pick up the camera. I have to get like back in the groove of picking up my camera. But on days where like my clips are longer, I'm like conscious of that too. So I'm like, ooh, I better skip a day so that it's not long. But anyways, you guys, I will talk with you guys on Thursday. Yes. Bye. Good morning, you guys. I am I'm back today. It is Thursday, been quite a week. But I've had a good week so this far. Like, I've had a really great week. I am getting ready to actually be in a mandatory meeting. We've had an influx of cases, so we have to help. I barely have time, but it's just a training, so yeah, it's just a training, so I don't think it should be that bad. Co-defendant MET to what? I hate how they name things here. Because what is... Okay, anyways, so yeah, I really don't know when we'll be able to do this. I feel like they're, you know, like putting more on our plate, and it's just like, when will we have time to help? And they're not offering overtime, so we're gonna have to somehow complete this during our regular work day, which I don't know. I don't really know how that's gonna work. So anyways, the meeting starts in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna make my water and then go ahead and get on this meeting. Today's work agenda, I need to go through, I have no, I can't file that yet. I only have a couple of things to file. I have scheduling that I need to get through. Scheduling is so tedious because you're waiting for people to respond, and if some people are not like on top of their emails or on top of their files, it takes way longer to respond than necessary. Oh, today's work agenda. I have a few things to file. I have scheduling matters that need to get addressed. Co-defendant has appeared in one of my cases, so I need to notify the masses. And I have a couple of client letters to send out, it looks like. I'm all caught up on my emails. And then I have some tasks that I need to get done and check on, some settled files that I need to check on as well. So it's going to be a pretty full, and this training is an hour and a half, so it's going to be a pretty full day for me. Just gonna be, hopefully I can keep up. And I think I have an appointment at 1:30 today, so yeah. Anywho, I will talk with you guys later.